Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, so we are in the lesson of social and religious reform movements. There are few social reformers in the society, those who took some movements against few issues which running in the society from the decades. So, if anything wants to stop, if anything wants to abolish, someone should come forward. Abolish means nothing but vanish or remove, or else we need to put a full stop besides that issue. Suppose take for example, as we discussed in earlier sessions, like child marriages, so on and so forth. Okay, caste discrimination. So we are not supposed to show any kind of differences. So such kind of issues, to solve such kind of issues, or else to put an end to such kind of issues, someone should come forward to solve the problems, to put an end. Okay, so those leaders will be called as social reformers. So yesterday we discussed about few reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, the way how he started Brahma Samaj, and Dayananda Saraswati also we talked about, who is the founder of Arya Samaj, and at the same time Atmaram Panduranga, the founder of Prarthana Samaj in Bombay in the year 1876. These are all we discussed yesterday. Not only these social reformers in one particular religion, when point comes to social reform, when point comes to bring changes in the society, even each and every religion, there will be some social reformers are there who wants to bring some changes in the society and who wants to fight against the system which is not in favor of the women or whatever, so on and so forth. Like Islamic, out of all the religions, even Islamic religion is also one of the important religion which is existing in India and all over the world. Even in Islamic religion also, there are many restrictions towards women, especially particularly in Islamic religion. The women are not allowed to go out of the home, they are not allowed to go to the schools even. So such kind of, even the parda system, they wants to abolish even parda system also. So by taking all such reasons into consideration, the one person from Islamic religion, that is Mr. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, he came forward and he fought, he wants to fight against the parda system and the discrimination which is going to happen with the women. Okay, so earlier days, this Parda system was only existed for royal families. Royal families means what? The even in Muslims also, some upper caste and lower caste will be there. Sufis and Shainis, like that, some sectors will be there. In Telugu, we can call it as Tegalu. Okay, so Sufis are said to be, as far as I concerned, Sufis are said to be the higher cadre Muslims, whereas rest of all are said to be lower caste Muslims. So, in earlier days, this Parda system only existed and belongs to royal families, and later even it was spread to the lower caste of Muslims also, where Syed Ahmad Khan tensed about that. On one hand he wants to vanish, or he wants to remove, or else he wants to fight against the removing of parda system. And on the second hand, what happened, this parda system, once upon a time it belongs to only royal families, and slowly that system was spread to even the lower caste of Muslims also, the point which he tensed about. So his main motto is only one thing. What is that? He wants to vanish parda system. He wants to educate even other Muslim women also, who are equally to men. Okay, so by taking all such reasons into consideration, he started a movement, that is Aligarh movement, which is called as, okay, Aligarh movement he started. And later it has become officially that Aligarh movement has become an official institute for all the women and children to study. Okay, so he established one Muslims college exclusively for women, where they can have a chance to study or to create an awareness in the society. And whatever the college established by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, officially it has become a university with Urdu medium. Officially, it has become a university with Urdu medium, and he wants to study all the modern science and technology and philosophy, but not in English. They converted into Urdu. By taking Islamism into consideration, he introduced the modern science and technology, philosophy, everything. The women is eligible to learn this and that. So this is about Sir Syed Ahmad Ali Khan. The next topic today I am going to focus on the social reformers for women. Especially and exclusively, few social reformers are there, those who are fight in favor of those who wants to fight, or else those who fought in favor of the women. At last, why the men wants to fight in favor of women? What are the reasons behind that? So let us discuss in today's topic, that is social reformers for women. So under this, let us know what exactly. Nowadays, at present society, for the past 10 decades, as far as I concerned, if you observe very seriously, 10 or 20 decades, the girls are equally going along with the men, and the girls and women are going to colleges, they are going to schools, they are studying, and they are equally gaining profit or benefit equally with the men. The men, when men are supposed to go to schools and colleges and they are gaining lot of business opportunities or job opportunities, they are working in so many offices. In the same way, even nowadays, women are also, the girls are also equally going to schools. After completion of elementary education, they are going to colleges. After completion of their degree, they are going to the higher studies, that is universities. And if necessary, even the girls are also moving out of the country, they are going abroad and they are going to higher education and they are completing. And girls equally along with the men, they are getting job opportunities, they are working equally along with the men in offices and they are earning income. They came to know, or else they learnt how, being a woman, how we have to survive ourselves without support with a men. Without support of a man, how can we survive ourselves? The women learned so many things here, and equally, more or less, the women are also everywhere, wherever you go. The women power has become like anything. The drastic change has come in the society of the people, and maximum change has come in the mindset of the people. Okay, so the way men are standing themselves into elections, the way the men are participating in all other activities, in the same way, equally, the women are also participating in elections. They'll have a chance and choice to select and elect the people those they like, to whom they like. And at the same time, women are also gained a lot of power to stand in the elections as MLA or MLC or whatever you call. So it means nothing but when men are growing like anything, in the same manner, parallelly, even women's participation also has become more and more in each and every field. Whether the form of going to schools, whether they are going to colleges or universities or going to abroad for higher studies, or else seeking jobs in most of the companies. More or less, women are also equally working along with the men. So this is the present scenario what existing in the society wherever you go. This culture developed like anything. Random change and rapid development, rapid growth was there in the mindset of the people, and women are equally working along with the men in all the corporate offices wherever you go. If men are 10% equally, women also will be the same count. So nothing you are going to find the difference between men and women. If men are going with the formal suit like jeans and t-shirts they are wearing, even women are also. It means nothing but the change in the mindset has become like anything. Okay, so this is at the present scenario what we are experiencing, what we are witnessing in the daily life at present. Let us go to the back, 200 years back. What is the position of the women? How the girls are treated? Before that, one more point I want to say. Once if any girl has become major, once if any women became a major, girl became a major, each and every women are having equal rights. Whenever they want to marry, they can. With whom they want to marry, they can. Without marriage also, if they want to remain alone, that right is also there for all the women. So completely, only to a particular stage, the parents' support is expecting by the children. Once after coming to a certain stage, once if a girl became the major, once she stepped into the college life, don't know whose mentality and whose way of living and lifestyle will become, how it becomes, nobody knows about that. And there will be a particular law made by the government of India that every girl has a right to choose their life partner irrespective of their caste, creed and religion. Are you able to follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
The law has been made by the government of India. Once if any girl has become a major, major means what? Before 18 years, every girl will be called as a minor. So completely they have to depend upon their parents. Even if they want to move anywhere, if they want to take any decision or they want to decide anything, completely they have to obey the order of the parents. They should not go beyond that. But once after a girl became a major, so that girl is having every right to live her life according to her choice, according to her convenience. In olden days, Brahmins used to marry Brahmin girl only. Okay, Kshatriyas used to marry Kshatriyas only, Vaishyas only. But at present, after coming to a certain stage, one law has been made by the government of India that once if women became the major, they can choose their life partner irrespective of their caste, creed and religion. Irrespective means what? If they like even Muslim also, they have to marry, they can marry. No restrictions are prohibited here. No restrictions are listed here. So it's your choice, it's your life. If you think that you will be happy by marrying so and so person, then it's your choice. And you are the vice versa also, you are the only one person who has to accept the go according to the situation. If everything is well and good, then there is no problem. If it is going reverse also, you will held responsible for your own life. Are you able to follow what I'm saying? So this is the change what we are observing at present society. So the woman, even if she wants to marry with any other caste person, she can. She wants to move out of the city or within the city or out of the country, she has to. She wants to work along with the men, she has to. Okay, even if she is not interested to marry, if she wants to remain as a bachelor throughout her life, it is her own wish and it is up to them. Nobody is having a right to stop them. So this is what at present situation. Now let us go back to the 200 years back situation. What is the scenario? What are the circumstances faced by the women, particularly in those days? As we discussed in many lessons and many times, the women are only restricted to doing their domestic work, household work, and they are restricted only to certain area. No one girl is allowed to go to school, to study in the schools or to talk with a man or a boy. So this kind of restrictions are seriously and severely maintained in those days, which took place 200 years back. So the women are not supposed to talk with the men. The women are not supposed to come out of the kitchen, not only come out of the house. If they are in the house, the women are restricted and supposed to be in the kitchen but not out of the kitchen. So only they have to be in kitchen and they have to restrict themselves only for doing domestic kind of works. Within the house they have to do the works, but not out of the house. And even they are not supposed to sit in front of the elders. They are not supposed to speak with the boys out of the house. This is what the scenario was continued for a long time, 200 years back. And by taking, even in those days, the women does not have a right to take property, their ancestors' property. Whatever the property, asti, property means nothing but asti. Ancestors means purvikudu, our forefathers, grandfathers, whatever the property they earned, that will pass generation to the generation. Okay, whatever the property is there, every property will be given to only men but not to the women. But nowadays, even the right to property for women is also mentioned as one of the fundamental right. And every woman is having a right to secure or to gain property, whatever the property belongs to the parents or grandparents, whatever it is. Even women is also getting equal right along with the men. Okay, so even in olden days, the child marriages, that is one of the main social major cause, was used to happen in the society in those days. Do you know at the age of what the people used to, the girls used to get the marriage? 3 years or 4 years. 3 years or 4 years. My mom is live example. At the age of 8 years, she got married. She doesn't know what is the world and what is the family system. She didn't even mature. She didn't even mature. After marriage only, she matured. Okay, so that kind of system used to follow by our grandfathers and forefathers in those days. And definitely the girl child, the moment if any girl child took birth, on the very next minute, even they'll decide the bride groom also. To whom we have to give this girl, to whom we have to marry this girl, and to whom in which family we have to send. On the spot, the decision will be taken by the elders of the family. Parents used to zip their mouths. They don't have any right to say a single word. If any grandparents said anything, they have to obey, abide by the conditions which was given by the grandparents or our ancestors. So that was the serious situation in the society was existed in those days. So by taking all such things into consideration, and at the same time, the men can marry multiple times. That is also one of the, in olden days, the men used to maintain 2 to 3 families at a time. 2 to 3. When first one man married with a woman, she is alive. She won't go anywhere. Okay, she is alive still. And with her, 2 or 3 children will take birth. Okay, while being with first wife, the man will go to the other lady and he will marry the other lady, and 2 to 3 marriages he used to maintain in those days. Okay, so when the social reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy or Kandukuri Veerashalingam, whomever they are, by taking all such happenings, whatever is happening against the women in the society, they began a movement to get rid of child marriages and all the things. Okay, so in the year 1846, okay, in the year 1846, if a girl wants to do a marriage, to perform the marriage, once if they completed 12 years, 9 years, sorry, 9 years. In the year 1846, if any parent wants to perform marriage of their daughter, the age should be 9 years. Below 10 years, they are supposed to do the marriage. Okay. Until and unless a girl crosses 10 years, then only that girl is eligible to perform the marriage. That was law has been made in the year 1846. Below 10 years, that girl is not eligible. Once if she crosses 10 years, if she completed 10 years, then that girl is eligible to marry. Okay. Later, in later stages, in the year 1891, this 10 years age has raised to 12 years. 12 years. And probably in the year 1929, this age was raised to 14 years. 14 years. Okay. There will be a certain act which is called Sharda Act. What is this?
Sharda Act.
Sharda Act. Sharda Act, according to the Sharda Act, which is made completely in favor of a girl or a woman, according to this act, which was made in the year 1978, according to this act, the girl's age raised to 18 years and the boy's age raised to 21 years.
Okay.
Okay, so according to Sharda Act, which was made in the year 1978, it was strictly announced that if a girl crosses 18 years, minimum age, if a boy and girl should marry together, their minimum age should be 18 years for girls and 21 years boys. If before this age, if any boy and girl are going to marry, or if any parent wants to marry these two, boy and a girl, before this age, 21 or 18 years below, definitely those parents are said to be as a victims and it is treated as a crime. Okay, so these are the changes. So in the year 1846, what is the minimum age of to do a marriage of a girl?
10 years.
10 years. Probably later in coming stages, 1891, it was raised to 12 years.
12 years.
Okay, later in 1929, again it
14
was
years.
raised to 14 years. So by taking, what are the consequences are facing, the problems are facing by a girl if they marry before 14 years of age, the problems which the girls are facing, by taking all into consideration, one special act was framed by the Constitution of India, which is called as Sharda Act. According to this act, in the year, and this act was made in which year? 1978. According to this act, this is the age of a boy and a girl. Boy and a girl. So these are the problems what the women are faced. So by taking all such into consideration, Rajaram Mohan Roy has come into existence. Okay, and almost in earlier days, what happens, as we discussed, even I said the example, Sati Sahagamanam. Okay,
Okay.
a widow should be burnt along with the dead body of her husband.
Yes.
So Rajaram Mohan Roy, he what can I say, చెల్లించిపోయాడంటారు చూడండి, by taking such kind of situation. See, burning a dead body is different. Along with the dead body, a body which is alive, still they want to live on this earth, she also will be thrown into along with the husband. So that is one of the crucial situation and the crucial aspect were used to happen in those days. So as per their mindset or mentality or thought process, whatever you call, whatever it is, the men used to think that if any women's husband is expired, that woman is not allowed to live on this earth. The woman is not a right to live on this earth. It means that lady is not supposed to marry any other person. That lady is not supposed to participate in any auspicious occasions. So there is no life. If once of her husband gone, there ends the life of the women also. So that kind of dangerous situation or dangerous mindset, whatever you call, that was existed in those days. So which is called as Sati. What is that? Sati. And Rajaram Mohan Roy is one of the social reformer who fought against the Sati Sahagamanam, the movement of Sati, and at the same time he is completely against the child marriages, and at the same time the way Kandukuri Veerashalingam brought a law that once if a man, after death of his wife, when men is remarrying again, when rule is applicable for men, the same rule should be applicable even for women also. If she lost her husband, a woman is also having a right to remarriage again. So Kandukuri Veerashalingam Pantulu Garu and along with Raja Ram Mohan Roy, these are all the social reformers fought against the child marriages. They want to abolish. They want to remove these child marriages, and at the same time, widow remarriage is also they supported like anything. Okay, so this is what I wanted to discuss about. Next, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, along with Raja Ram Mohan Rai, he brought a movement in Bengal in the year 1828, and there only he established what is that? Brahma Samaj. Brahma Samaj. Okay, so the consequences, along with Raja Ram Mohan Roy, there is one more person, a Bengal leader, whose name is Vidyasagar. What he started and what he fight against, what he fought, that I'll explain in the next session. Okay, so let us know the details about the Vidyasagar, what he did and what he fight against, what are his main motto and vision. I'll continue in the next session. Okay, thank you.